Okay, serious question. What if the biggest political scandal in Indonesia of 2025
Hidup Jokowi!
Pak Wai punya burik kayak gorila masih cantikan onodera. Gue tabok, tanya anaknya gue tabok.
Jadi kalau ada yang bilang itu Indonesia gelap, yang gelap kau bukan Indonesia.
Tang kelentang. Bayar utang kau binatang.
is a diploma. Yeah, a diploma. Not corruption, not military drama, not billion-dollar contracts, a university certificate.
We walk the talk.
Welcome to Indonesia. We do politics like it's a Netflix show.
Can you say that again, Tails?
You mean
We walk.
And you can't even say my name.
So if you guys haven't really watched the news, a bunch of people, or more precisely Jokowi's detractors, took him to court. Why? Because they believe his Gajah Mada University diploma might be fake. Fake as in, didn't go to college. Now, hold on. This man was mayor, governor, and president twice, and now we're questioning his diploma? Why didn't we do it when he ran for mayor 20 years ago? What sort of timeline dilution plot is this? But then the court said, yeah, okay, we'll check. So now we're in this situation where the country is waiting for someone to confirm whether Pak Jokowi really walked those UGM halls or if he just spawned into power like an NPC with a storyline. Now here's where it gets really interesting. You think this would be a nightmare for Jokowi, right? Big scandal, huge headlines, political hit job. Every news outlets from Narasi to Jakarta Keras is reporting it. But what if it's actually helping him?
We walk the talk.
Just think about it. While everyone's screaming about diploma, Jokowi remains quiet, stoic, presidential even. In the face of the posturing mob, he doesn't lash out. He doesn't rush to clear his name. He just sits and waits. Every Javanese people has the patience to wait when someone cuts through the line, and Jokowi's Javanese. The longer he waits, the pettier the attacks look, and the more unhinged the conspiracies sound. Suddenly, boom! The courts confirm his diploma, and Jokowi is saddened by the allegations. This makes Jokowi looks like he's the victim, while his opponents look mighty desperate. Cue public sympathy, cue another hit song, Kasihan Pak Jokowi, and we reach to what political consultants like to say, narrative shift. But let's take a step back here for a moment. Since this problem will favor Jokowi anyways, one can also question, what if Jokowi engineered this whole thing? Just think about it for a moment. People's perception on the internet regarding Jokowi is already pretty bad, so he lets people question his diploma, allowing the problem to spiral further out of control. So he selectively shows his diploma to certain people, no photos, no full release. He did so with a bunch of journalists and reporters a few weeks ago. That way, those who believe him stay loyal, and those who don't, well, congratulations, you've just outed yourself as one of his enemies. But let's get back to the bigger picture. This strategy of Jokowi isn't really new. Back in 2023, when Megawati called him pitiful during a struggle party grand rally, Jokowi said nothing.
Pak Jokowi kalau nggak ada PDI Perjuangan juga aduh kasihan dah.
He didn't take to Twitter and write a fire comeback against Megawati. No, he absorbed the insult and turned it into ammo. With public sentiment against Megawati for saying that, Jokowi managed to dismantle the struggle party's dominance of 10 years in Indonesia overnight. Now look, this diploma thing has the same energy. He's weaponizing the victim card like it's Exodia. And let's not forget, this scandal keeps him relevant in the algorithm. He's out of office, but he's trending. People are talking, debating, defending. Whatever they say about him, they still talk about him. And whether you love him or hate him, you're keeping him relevant. And in modern politics where being in the algorithm is a must, staying relevant is power. Also, let's just be real for a second. If this diploma was fake, you think the PDIP wouldn't have vetted that back in 2005? You think his UGM friends like Retno Marsudi or Pratikno would just stay silent? Come on, bro! That'd be the quietest cover-up in political history. And we all know Indonesian politics is loud as fuck. So here's my take. Maybe the diploma is real, and maybe the scandal is fake, or maybe this whole circus was designed to smoke out enemies, gain sympathy, and keep this Javanese king relevant. Whatever it is, Jokowi is still on top. And that is textbook power play. Thank you for watching the Base Indonesian Show. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Comment down below of what you think, and don't forget to join my Discord server. And I'll see you in the next episode. Not a fan video. This is a warning. Gibran Raka Buming Raka might be the most underestimated political mind of this generation. By being strategically born as Joko Widodo's son and keeping a neutral stance on everything, Gibran has absolutely serious potential to pull the rug on any political force in Indonesia. Gibran stays consistently inside the algorithm, and people will talk for or against him, but always about him. And as long as controversy is an oxygen for social media discourse, even when people hate, they help boost visibility up. And in social media, Gibran isn't playing to win political support as vice president, no! But Gibran is aiming for something bigger. This is why he continues to practice the same form of Javanese silence as his dad. Silence is a Javanese power. Just like his father, Jokowi, Gibran dismantles opponents not by attacking, but by not reacting at all. It's stoicism, and in a political climate full of shouting, corruption, and posturing, Gibran's neutrality becomes almost magnetic. By not giving too much room, Gibran allows little room for error or to have others misconstrue what he says. Indonesian politics is full of finger-pointing, and as the finger-pointing continues, people are going to get fed up with it and look for candidates that are not so reactive towards the finger-pointing. And by virtue of being somebody not obsessed with one-upping someone else, Gibran naturally fills in that spot. And the more people point at him, the more he gets powerful. You see, while Gibran's video about youth empowerment was absolutely dung water, Gibran is practicing Trumpian mindshare. And mindshare is a relative public awareness of a phenomenon. Gibran, jadi wakil presiden. Emang dia bisa apa? But here's the truth in politics. Clowns don't get that far unless someone is holding the script for them. Just look at Bahlil, for example.
Hello?
And Gibran.
Subscribe to the Based Indonesian Show. Dijamin halal.